Hi everybody, once again, welcome to Cake Decorating 101 Basics. I am Jermaine Malone of Cakes by Jermaine, and we're going to get right into it and start with your bags. Remember, you have different types of bags. You have featherweight bags. You also have disposable bags. Disposable bags, these are the ones that I have. They're the 100 count from Bolton. They're the 12-inch bags, and they come about 100 in a box, which is really, really unique. This is what it looks like. And it comes about 100 in the box. These are perfect. You can get 2 of these and it'll last you a very, very long time. I also have some bags from Deco Pack. We want to go right ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to teach you 2 different types of styles. As you can see, 2 different types of featherweight bags. We have an 8-inch and then we also have a 10-inch. These bags basically you wash out, and you just keep reusing them. They made of polyurethane, and they're very, very good, and they're very durable. I use them a lot. But when I'm doing certain projects, I'll use the disposable bags, put them in here, keep them going, and then that's it. So you want to go ahead again and keep your workstation clean, nice and clean. So you want to go ahead and grab your bag, and we're going to do these bags, and then I'm also going to teach you parchment bags. Okay. So you want your bags, and then we also have what we call a coupler. So let me go ahead and use this one. A coupler. A coupler has 2 different parts to it. It has the top, and then it has the bottom. So let me go ahead and let me cut this out, just so I can show you how to use this. All right, here we go. So you have your bag, you have your top part to your coupler, and then you have your bottom part to your coupler that you screw in. Really? Ah! All right. All right, there we go. So these 2, and then you have your tip, whatever tip you decide that you want to put in. So we have 2 different ways of actually doing this. It's a drop tip where you don't use a coupler, and then you also have the coupler. So with a drop tip, basically all you do is you take the bag, you take the tip itself, just drop it right in the bag, turn the bag upside down, put it in the bag, take your scissors, go ahead and serrate it about maybe a 1/2 inch from the top, serrate the top, pull the top off, push it up, and voila, you have a drop bag. Can you guys all see that? That would be a drop bag tip. That will be the only tip that will be able to be used in that bag that entire time that you're using whatever it is that you have in here. Whether it's colors, whether it's a solid color, a swirl color, you'll only be able to use that tip, because trying to take this out is going to be a mess. So if you're going to be switching tips on a color, then you want to go ahead and use a coupler for it. And basically the coupler, you just go ahead and do the same exact thing. You drop it down. You turn it right side up. From the top of the coupler, you go ahead and you serrate it. Pull the top off. Go ahead and put the top on. Screw the top piece in. And there you go. Your bag is ready to be used. Okay? Now, along with having the bags, I went ahead and I made another preparation, because I think as a beginner, until you learn, some people, like myself, I just use my fist. I fold the bags over my hand, and then I put the buttercream in this way. This is a great way to do it, but as a beginner, I think that if you use a glass, the glass will definitely help you achieve what you want to achieve. So you take the bag itself. This is also another drop tip. You put the bag inside the glass, and you fold the bag over the glass, and then go ahead, and as you can see, you have an opening right here, and your tip is moved out of the way. Then you go ahead and you just basically just fill your buttercream in, and then you have your bags. See? And there you have, voila, you have your bags. Very, very easy, very simple. So now you know how to do a drop tip, and now you know how to do your tips with your couplers. So those are the 2 ways that you can basically have your bags. Those are the only 2 ways that I know that you can use your bags. Now let's go ahead, and before I forget, let's move on. Your star tip. Your star tip that you have, there is no coupler. I don't know if there is a coupler this big. I'm not quite sure, but I've never used it. So I just go ahead and I just basically just do a drop tip with this star tip. This is star tip number 2010, and it's a triple star tip. This is what you're going to be using for your character cake, which is going to be your first cake that you're going to do. The very, very first cake. The cake that I showed you in the other video, that's going to be your second cake that you're going to do. Okay? So the star character cake will be the first cake that you will do. So you can either use the triple star tip, or you can go ahead and use tip number 21. If you want to do them individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to show you in just a moment how to put that all together. Okay? Alrighty. Perfecto. Now let's go ahead and learn our bag positions, which is very, very, very important. When you're holding your bags as a cake decorator, you want to sit up nice and tall. You want to hold your bag straight up and down. This is a 90-degree angle. Let me get my cake board so it can seem a little bit more efficient for you. This is a 90-degree angle. So whenever it is that you're holding your bag, this is a 90-degree angle. You don't really need to hold it with 2 hands. You can hold it with 1 hand. You have 3 different types of pressures. You have light pressure, medium pressure, and heavy pressure. Light pressure is just basically a simple flow. Heavy pressure, you're pushing it a little bit harder to get more buttercream out of your bag or raw icing. And thick pressure, you're basically pushing it really, really hard, but you don't want to push too hard to the point where the bag busts. Because if you push the bag too hard, the bag will bust. Okay? So keep that in mind. So 90-degree angle, 45-degree angle, 3 o'clock, turning your wrist all the way around, 6 o'clock. Okay? Keep in mind that your cake is right here in front of you. 90-degree angle. So if you're doing anything on the top of the cake, that will be 90 degrees. Borders, 45 degree. Anything on the side of the cakes will be 3 o'clock. Turning it all the way around. When you're doing basket weave, basket weave, basket weave, basket weave, that would be 6 o'clock. Usually anything that's going on the side of the cake that's going vertical, usually that's when you would use both hands for support. You want to go ahead and use support in either way with your hands so that you're not putting too much pressure on your wrist. Again, carpal tunnel, you want to watch out for that, and you want to take as less pressure off your arm as possible. So let's review just one last time. What is this? 90-degree angle. What is this? 45-degree angle. What is this? 3 o'clock. What is this? 6 o'clock. Alrighty. Alright, so we've gone across all the positions of cake decorating, and we've also had the pressures. You have thin, you have medium, and you have heavy consistencies. So keep that in mind when you're actually doing your writing, your flow, how you want to push your bags. Always practice on something on the outside. Have something to practice with before you're practicing.